The glass towers of Palo Alto are symbols of innovation, wealth, and the future. But behind the sleek monitors and beanbag chairs of Nexus AI, a billion-dollar betrayal was brewing. Alex Vance and Ryan Carter were more than business partners. They were best friends since college. Together, they developed Aura, an artificial intelligence so advanced it was predicted to change the healthcare industry forever. But just 3 days before the company was set to go public, an event that would make both men billionaires, Ryan Carter was killed in a high-speed car accident on the Pacific Coast Highway. The tragedy shocked the tech world, but the real shock came 48 hours later in a cold, sterile boardroom. Ryan's grieving parents, middle-class teachers from Ohio, arrived to discuss their son's legacy. They were met not with sympathy, but with a legal team led by Alex Vance. "I'm so sorry for your loss," Alex said, his voice smooth and rehearsed. But Ryan didn't own any part of Nexus AI at the time of his death. He sold his entire 50% stake to me last month for a nominal fee of $1. He slid a digital tablet across the table. There it was, a smart contract, time-stamped and digitally signed by Ryan Carter. The Carters were devastated. Ryan had told them he was excited to use his wealth to build a hospital in their hometown. He had never mentioned selling his life's work for $1. They took the only path left. They sued. The case of Carter v. Nexus AI became the talk of Silicon Valley. Was Ryan a secret gambler who sold his soul to pay off debts, or was Alex Vance a digital predator? In court, Alex's defense was aggressive. "Your Honor," his lead attorney argued, "Ryan Carter was a brilliant coder but a broken man. He struggled with a secret addiction to high-stakes online poker. He was drowning in debt to offshore cartels. Alex Vance bought those shares to save Ryan's reputation and keep the company from being dragged into a scandal." They presented bank statements showing massive transfers from Ryan's accounts to untraceable sites. It looked like an open and shut case. But the Carters' lawyer, a young tech-savvy attorney named Maya Rossi, wasn't convinced. She knew Ryan was a perfectionist. "If Ryan signed this contract," Maya addressed the court, "why did he leave behind a hidden dead man switch in the company's core server? Ryan didn't trust the digital world. He knew how easily it could be manipulated." Maya called a surprise witness, a forensic software engineer. They had spent weeks digging through millions of lines of code in the Aura AI. They found a hidden subroutine, a tiny piece of code named the Ghost Protocol. It was programmed to activate only if Ryan's biometric data, his heartbeat and pulse, ceased for more than 24 hours. The courtroom fell silent as the engineer projected a video log onto the screens. It wasn't a video of Ryan, it was a data log of the smart contract's creation. "Your Honor," the engineer explained, "this log proves that the signature on the contract wasn't made by a human. It was generated by an early version of the Aura AI itself. Alex Vance used the very technology Ryan helped build to forge his partner's digital identity. The signature was created 3 hours after the car accident." The tension in the room snapped. Alex Vance stood up, his face pale, shouting that the logs were faked. But Maya had one more card to play. She played an audio file recovered from Ryan's car's black box. In the final seconds before the crash, Ryan's voice was heard talking to his car's AI. "Aura, record a memo. Alex just tried to lock me out of the server. He's been skimming from the IPO funds. If anything happens to me, tell my parents the key is in the..." The recording ended with the sound of screeching tires. The judge's gavel hit the desk like a thunderclap. Not only was the contract declared fraudulent, but the judge also ordered the immediate arrest of Alex Vance for grand larceny, fraud, and a further investigation into the accident that killed Ryan Carter. Nexus AI was handed over to a court-appointed trustee, with Ryan's rightful share inherited. Alex Vance went from the cover of Forbes to a prison cell, proving that in the world of code, every bug eventually comes to light. In the race for billions, how much is a friendship worth?
Can we ever truly trust the digital signatures we leave behind? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for joining us at Justice Journals. Subscribe and stay tuned for our next investigation into the shadows of the law. The court is adjourned.